Moving through the administrative section, you'll see down below that our next section over here is users. But I want to show you first something that is interesting that you're going to encounter sooner or later. If I go up here and I click on Site Administration at this point, it's going to take me to a totally different, definitely more comprehensive interface. Now it'll look like this, and you have your major categories right here across the top, and then the subcategories are easily seen right below. Some people prefer this mode of navigation. I really don't see much difference, but this one is nice as well. Our next section is going to be on users. Obviously, you want to set up users. So if you want to add a new user, you can click here. You're going to give the user a name. This is a manual account, so that's going to stay the same. You do have other options. You can make it email-based registration, no login, which I don't understand why I'd want to do that. If somebody is misbehaving in your system, you can suspend their account. This does not delete any of the work that they've done. It just suspends their login until you've taken care of their behavior. Generate a password and notify the user. This is nice because it'll make a very elaborate password, send it to the user, and then they can change it when they log in. Information here, password must have at least 8 characters, 1 digit, 1 lowercase, so on like that. This we're going to be looking at later. You can customize this. If you only want them to worry about upper and lowercase, you can do that. If you want upper lowercase and a number, you can do that. If you want to mandate these special characters, you can do. If you want to give a manual password, for example, somebody calls and says they've lost their password, you can set their password to something rather generic and then check the box here so that they have to it forces them to change their password when they log in with the temporary password you gave them. Items that have red exclamation points behind them are required. You want a first name, their last name, an email address. Now you have different kinds of security settings for their email. Only want course members to see it, hide it from non-privileged users, or allow everyone to see it. The default setting is usually acceptable, but you may have situations where instead you want to hide this from everybody. Their city and town, country, time zone, all these things are extra things to put in. You don't have to do this. The user picture, if you have it, you can do that. Actually, they can edit their own profile and add their photograph themselves. Additional names, interests, and optional fields that you create are there. You don't have to do those. The only thing that is really required are the sections up here. If you have people doing their own registration, they will be filling these in for you.